Restart.
There we go, my lords, my ladies, welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise. I'm the Princess Knight VTuber Magnamalo, and with me, as I often do on the weekend, I have...
Big Malone, what's up?
Alright, so, since we haven't played in a bit, and I totally forgot to farm the Magnamalo, that I was like, oh, I'm just gonna, like, farm this and then get a better greatsword. Yeah, I forgot. So, we're just gonna do some Master Rank Prog and kind of get back into the game a bit. Also, this, monster I don't have in my list, but the quest info says it's like, it has razor sharp scales, so it probably inflicts bleeding.
Oh yeah, bleeding's where you have to like crouch, right, and not move.
Yeah, or, Astera Jerky or whatever it's called in this game will also fix it.
What element should I use?
Good question. You probably have it in your hunter's notes, but I totally don't.
Oh, that's right. Okay, let's take a look-see here. So we are fighting...
Seragios?
Yeah, okay, Saragos. Okay, so Hunter's notes. Large monsters. Let's see. Then we go to not ailments. No. Okay, for ailments.
That's it.
Wait,
That's what
ailments when he
yours
uses a
will.
husk?
Ailments is what your ailments will work against them.
Okay, so weak against exhaust, but obviously you want the elemental weaknesses. Oh, there we go. Lower's better, right, for this? No, wait, no, it'd be higher's better. No, okay, so this wouldn't make sense. He is weakest to
higher
lightning,
is better.
Apparently. Yeah, weakest to lightning.
Okay.
You can use lightning or ice or water.
I'll just stick with this.
Come on, you're supposed to be a lore mistress that knows every weakness for every monster.
When it comes to Monhan, I'm that's much less true. Oh, I need to change which of my buddies I have on there. And the mercenaries came back. That's alright. Where's the buddy boys? Not from you. You just can't help yourself, can you, Ludwig? As soon as I start talking, you have to be down here.
I guess your cat really likes all the attention.
Water's fine, so stay with that. Oh, it flies. Okay.
At least it just doesn't run away from you like Rathalos' first encounter on World. Jeez.
The fact that the ancient forest is so big and complicated doesn't really help that either.
Yeah, that was quite the intro to the game that doesn't reflect most of it that well.
Is there just not an item in this game that cures bleeding?
Mulberry?
That cures elemental blight, I don't think it would cure bleeding. Actually, now that I think about it, is bleeding even a status in this game?
I don't know. Now I think about it, yeah, you're right. Why not? They're preparing for something that only exists in Wilds and World. Sorry. Try again next game.
Okay, so it has the Rathalos skeleton. Oh, not good. Thank you, panic dives. It's gonna do it again. Gotcha. Oh, I just realized that I actually forgot to change my skills back after I was playing with them in practice mode.
Even better, an underdog story.
He is leaving, so I'm just gonna duck back to camp and fix that. What's up, Ludwig? He's sitting there with his ears pressed like all the way back. Oh, you got it now. Or is it a Felicicro? Felicicro, give me that.
I'm remembering how to control this thing. We'll do some wall bangs in a moment. Ah, screwed up. Oh well. Got him.
Oh, a group here. But this thing is just big enough that it's like difficult to hit. Which sounds really
what my
goofy.
Kinsec does right now.
Yep.
Go on.
I'm saying like that sounds really goofy, but because it's so big, every time it moves a lot, and I'm like having a hard time judging how far away it actually is.
Oh yeah, no. When I do the explosion build, happens all the time.
Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Like, Xenogeber is easily the biggest example of that. Ah! I was eating
old,
so...
John.
It, I couldn't panic dive away, so it got me.
Yeah, bleeding's in this game. Okay, I just got over it by not moving.
Okay.
For a moment, I thought I'm gonna have to use my skill wire, you know, switch trademark.
Ah! I pressed the mounted punisher slightly too late. This way. Okay. For some reason, the lip of that ledge doesn't have like proper geometry, so you jump off it instead of climbing up it.
When's Wild's slated for release again?
Middle of
doesn't get delayed.
next year?
Okay. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong icon. Whoops. I'm blue, you're red.
Got him. Oh yeah, I see, there it is. Crap. Oh! I got stunned and he hit me with his dive kick. Wow, second brew here, okay. You can't parry out of that? You were saying about him not running away?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not as annoying. He's not going as far. I don't have to go up like a tree and then go down the deadfall. And then, yeah.
Yeah, I think they really wanted to show you how big the level was and that there were no, like, load zones. But it made that first area pretty difficult to navigate. Oh! Okay, that's not as much damage as I was thinking it would be. Oh, come on, it didn't count that as a dodge.
Gee, okay, so I got bled and then landed. Whatever. We're getting there. Something Rust Society.
Yeah. Fortunately, you get back, like, all of the bleed damage now. Uh-oh. Okay. I don't know what that was all about, but the guy really just, like, stood there for a few seconds.
It's thinking really hard where it wants to go next.
Yeah, this has to be a record. I think I found 3 brew hairs.
He's like
on this
not
level.
doing anything. Wow, he's just taking hits for free.
That's because he was
Glitched out
eating.
for like... Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. That's a tail cut. Oh, my cat got him.
Oh, the cat did it for us?
Yeah.
It wasn't a random Kinsec hit?
No, I have a I have the like slow motion finish mod set up, so I saw the cat just kind of go through him. Okay, rough start, but we got there.
Yeah, kind of waking up, making the few neurons fry, rubbing brain cells together.
I gotta say, I'm really eager to get my hands on Wilds and try out Gunlance, because what they showed in the preview makes Gunlance look really fun.
All I hope is that it has skippable cutscenes, and if we play multi, nobody has to sit through all of them again. Jeez.
Yeah, or, I mean, the real problem with Worlds is the combination of, one, you can't skip the cutscenes without a mod, and two, you can't, like, join someone's quest until they've seen all the cutscenes in the quest. This game doesn't have that issue, like, you can, because the cutscenes are only at the start and end of the hunt, so...
Yeah, I'm just saying, I hope Wilds takes on more of that this style and world. But I doubt it. I highly doubt it, especially because, like, aren't they voicing the character you use more so like they do with Horizons? I don't know, there's something about, like, it seemed like things were a lot more chatty, or they're at least going for more production value with more chatty characters.
I think they've decided to keep the Rise thing of having the player hunter give automatic callouts and stuff, which I personally think is really useful, because, like, for a lot of monsters that have a lot of similar animations, like Rathalos in this game, like, I know if the hunter gives a call out when it flaps up into the air, then I know what it's like, which of its attacks it's about to do, which is really helpful. Do you want to do...
That's making the game more casual, bro.
Do you want to do Zenoga or Magma Almudron?
Let's do Zamoko first. See what we need from him.
Now that I think about it, what can I actually get from the thing that we just hunted? Light scale. Dodge rolling to evade an attack with your weapon drawn will recover sharpness, refill broken ammo with close range coatings. Wow, okay, this is really good actually. Okay. And has evade window and evade extender. And constitution.
You want to use ice or fire?
Alright.
Dragon's the most stable, but it's like ice, yeah, fire hits them too. Ice seems to have the highest overall.
Yeah. Spot for that. Okay, not enough. Let's go to draw. Zinogre is a fanged beast, yeah? How do I change? Oh, you can't just jump off. Oh, oh, by using the left stick. Oh, it's a fanged wyvern. Okay. Sure, why wouldn't it be? Oh, do I not have a level 1 ice attack jewel? I do not, okay.
I forgot. Where's my attack skills? Like, how do I? Is it the equipment person, or do I do it at a treasure chest, or?
For setting decoration. Wait, for changing your switch skills, or for setting decorations?
Skills. Yeah.
You can do that from your treasure chest, I think, under manage. I think it's like managed switch skills or something.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I gotta do that at the start of the next one.
You can do it here as well. Because there's a chest right by the smithy.
Okay. Okay. Whoops! I didn't change elements either.
I don't know if it was always in the game or when they added it, but like Rodina in the Buddy Plaza frequently has pale extract, like a stack of 10 that you can just buy, which is extremely nice since that's the necessary ingredient for mega drugs, and the only other way to get it is to farm Kezu, which is not a fun fight.
Something funny with the ice blades.
Kezu is the blind one that looks like a penis.
Oh, that thing freaks me out.
It doesn't help that it doesn't have any music. So, like, while that is kind of great, because the joke is that since it's blind, it never sees you, so the battle music never starts, since battle music is only played when the monster sees you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it means that, like, farming it is kind of not much fun.
Something politically incorrect.
Can you Thunderblight it? Your Zerga? You totally can, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He has the lightning thing.
Yeah. He's Terry Bogard.
He's Unicorn Mike.
Oh! Crap. He hit me with the crack shoot from full screen.
Oh, wow.
So I got stunned because I was electrified, and then he just kind of ran me over.
Yeah, I got stunned too. I know he does that. Okay, we're getting this fight down. He's not as big of a jobber as I thought initially.
Huh. Luna Garon doesn't have its own theme. That's annoying. I was trying to lure Luna Garon up here to fight Zinogre, but it did not want to show up. Try and lure the Zinogre over here.
Wait, what's that? You want to fight this?
No, bring the Zinogre over here.
That's right. I remember the elemental setup.
Yeah. Because I can... It comes a little bit closer, I've got a marionette spider that I can use.
Nice.
Oh, come on, how did that miss? Okay, still stopping. Yes. Ah, too early. There they go. Oh, they have an actual turf war, nice.
That was a lot of free damage.
Vintage base, so it always does a lot of damage. Wallbang it into the little,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've got them elemented over... No, over here, yeah.
I'm sorry. Shit, no, fuck. Sorry.
Sorry, you managed to bump into the Luna Garon, so I can ride it.
In my mind. So how's Gundam been going for you with your other stuff in Tekken?
Tekken, I'm nearly where I want to be with King. I'm just shy of Mighty Ruler, but actually getting up there is the hard part. It's like every time I get close, I get someone who's like really, really good and get smoked, so then I have to like kind of start my promotion climb again. Gundam Breaker 4, I finally finished the story of that, so I'm now like actually playing quests and things.
How long is the Gundam game on the first playthrough typically?
Look, it's a Monster Hunter, this one compared to previous ones, which were like actually visual novels, just with, you know, action stages in between them. This one has much more primitive storytelling and cutscenes, because I think this one was like specifically kind of aimed at a more mainstream audience rather than being like de facto a visual novel. Oh, here it comes. Power Geyser. And this one is like more Monster Hunter-ish, where a big part of it is focused on like, instead of doing the story, it really wants you to play the multiplayer quests and like play together and farm parts. So I think overall I got about 30 hours out of just the story, but obviously that's like a small fraction of the actual game, since the game is a Monster Hunter clone, essentially.
Yeah. Oh, and I meant the strategy game that you're working on too. How's that?
That's Super Robot Wars. That's totally... Or... Well, I'm delaying on doing Crossrays because I don't have enough custom pilots yet. So I haven't actually started yet. I've got a plan, which is I think I'm going to start in Astray, which sounds really cursed. But Astray has a lot of somewhat unusual units, and I'm hoping to pick some of those up. And especially a lot of them have like physical attacks. So my hope is that if I pick them up, then I can go into the Iron-Blooded Orphans stages. Where is this guy going? My hope is that I can go into the Iron-Blooded Orphans stages, because all of the units in that have nano-laminate armor, which makes beam weapons extremely bad. Beam weapons being what most of my units are equipped with at the start of the game, and what most of the units that you get from other parts of the game will be equipped with. So I want to like go into IBO after that and pick up some of those units, and then take advantage of that and go into Seed, where everything uses beam weapons after the first couple of chapters. So hopefully that will make up for custom pilots being really shit.
Wait, custom pilots tend to be bad? That's crazy. Usually it's the other way around.
No, so custom pilots can't have inherent skills. Some of which are like the best skills in the game. So there's stuff like, as an arbitrary example, in the World and Overworld games, which were on PSP, those games have much smaller numbers. Because numbers basically go up to 100 in that game, for pilot stats at least. Some inherent characters can have like, Seed or whatever, Kira's special ability, which will give all of your relevant stats plus 5, which is pretty significant in a game where like starting stats are 10 and max stat is 100. Like 5 points is a non-trivial amount of points. So there's stuff like that, but even more so in Crossrays. And as a consequence, it means that custom pilots will never actually be as good as pilots that you can scout. The trade-off for this is that custom pilots are free, so you don't have to spend any money scouting them. But they have any skill that you get for them, you have to get by farming it during a stage. So in Crossrays, unlike earlier games, instead of enemies mostly, like the secrets would mostly be an excuse to give you new mechs. In this game it doesn't work like that. Instead they mostly give you new skills, which you can then put onto your pilots. But to get skills that would normally be inherent skills, so things like Seed or Coordinator or Operation Meteor or whatever, that requires you to play on Hell difficulty, which is extremely bullshit, and I won't be doing it. So yeah, the custom pilots will like always just be worse than like scouted pilots, so like cannon characters. For that reason, in particular, it means that the IBO units I will have at a significant disadvantage, because any of them that use the Alaya Viana system, which you can only get the parts for that as an inherent skill before hard difficulty. If the pilot doesn't have the skill and they're using a mech that has it, they just like lose out on this huge set of bonuses. So it's not a trivial challenge for me to be like, hey, can I like beat the game in a reasonable way without being, without using anyone scouted.
Got it. I will set up. I need to get another pilot ready for you. Also, okay, so it's kind of a challenge run you're doing this way, just a different style than you've done before. How many times have you beaten this game?
Never, because I keep getting bored. Which is part of the reason why I was like, I should do a challenge run.
I mean, even in roguelikes, sometimes we get so mad that we just end our character early.
Yeah, so the reason that I have an issue with Crossrays in... Did you just jump over my trap, you prick? Okay. Come on. Thank you.
There it is.
The reason that I have, like, issues with Crossrays is, Genesis, which I promise I'm going to stream more of that soon, because I also had people submit pilots for that, and then, like, a lot of stuff happened and I just never got back to it. With Genesis, that covers basically all of the Universal Century stories. So, starting in Universal Century 0078, or 079 rather, when the 1 Year War happened, there is a, like, serious technological progression, because the series covers up until, Unicorn, which is in UC 096, and obviously technology has progressed significantly in that time period. So as you progress through the game, if you do it in, like, something resembling chronological order, then there's a real feeling of progression as you raise your own units up the tech tree and fight stronger stuff. But Crossrays is all about the AU series, which tend to be like one self-contained series. So there's comparatively little technological progression, and it often doesn't really feel like you're going anywhere. But in this case, the progression is of the pilots rather than the units, is kind of the main thing. Because Crossrays dramatically increase the degree to which pilot stats matter.
Got it. So there's different focuses, like on equipment or pilots, based on the setup you're doing.
Yeah. And especially, like, normally you would just, like, buy a better pilot if you needed one, but I can't do that, so... Like, if I want to introduce a new pilot, then I have to make a new pilot, and they come in at level 1 with the, like, really crappy bottom of the barrel starting stats. Come on. Oops. Nice tail cut.
Yep, finally got it.
Ah. I think all of that damage was spent on the lesser Jagras. I'm pretty sure I completely missed Sinoga.
Gotta love it.
Where are you go? Oh, right, he's going through the secret monsters only passage.
Not cool enough to go there. Members only.
Oh, I got Jembo.
Okay, so Super Robot Wars. So is that basically a bunch of IPs owned by different people, or is it mostly the same company? Because I know Japan tends to be more happy with certain collabs overall.
So while the IPs are at this point, a lot of them are ultimately like owned by who is it? I think it's Sunrise owns like the majority of them at this point through mergers and so on. They don't own all of them, but they're generally happy to play ball with things. Like Japan is generally more happy for people to play ball with using IPs and crossovers and stuff, and they tend to have less like restrictions on how you can include something, which is how Super Robot Wars sometimes gets away with really ridiculous shit, like completely rewriting Evangelion almost every time it's in the game to be not shit.
Oh, Evangelion shows up sometimes?
Yeah, it's in Alpha, Alpha 3, and Z3.
So is there a version where Shinji's father just magically loves him?
Yeah, that's called Aquarion. That's almost not a joke. Like, half of Aquarion is like, what if we made Evangelion, but Gendo was based as fuck? And that's like half the show. Dust of Light.
Did you ever see the Joke 4 Kids intro for the for Evangelion?
Yes. That was really good.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
I thought it was asleep. I thought I was going to stay asleep.
Oh, is it still asleep?
No, it's so. I guess we'll see if it went back. I just didn't want to engage it up here yet. Okay, so now it's yeah, it's not sleeping. Bummer.
That's alright.
I was hoping you get like a big output strike.
I'm using a long sword, so I have to do some pretty complicated stuff to make that work. The series that doesn't show up in Super Robot Wars a lot is Macross, and the reason for that is because lately they've been trying to get Southeast Asia releases for everything, and Harmony Gold are complete assholes. And at the they made a big deal about how there was going to be like a new renegotiation, but basically Harmony Gold got everything they wanted, and you still would have a really rough time releasing anything Macross related out here, and so they can't use the Macross license in any Super Robot Wars they want to have an outside of Japan release, which lately is most of them, because we're doing that now. Look here. Thank you. Now get blown up. He waited for me to come out of my stance and then he attacked.
Input reading.
Everybody gangster until the monster starts learning. But aside from Macross, there's also 5-star stories. Yeah, that was definitely your Kinsect.
Oh wow, okay. I was just yeah.
So aside from Macross, there's also 5-star stories, because the author of that is an asshole, but from what I know about it, that's like no great loss. So the way I had
Astro Boy ever show up, or
no, that's too small scale.
Okay.
I think the smallest scale, I mean, they did have some small scale units in Alpha, but that was because they included Giant Robo the day the Earth stood still, which is also in licensing hell, which is why it didn't show up again after Alpha, and that had a bunch of like on foot units. But characters on foot that can interact with giant robots tend to be pretty rare, so I mean, even Astro Boy would have a pretty hard time punching up at something 20 meters tall. There's a canonical to Super Robot Wars game, which does have some giant robots in it, but it's predominantly a crossover of Kamen Rider characters.
oh wow, so just a bunch of Kamen Riders and stuff.
Yeah, it has Black in it, and I think there might be an Ultraman character in it. It's I think it's called Superhero Chronicle or something like that, because they made a Distaff counterpart version recently, Superhero in Chronicle, which has Symphogear in it. But the reason it's relevant is because that game is the game that introduced the Banpresto original character Gilliam, and it is canonical to his appearances in Original Generation. Okay, so I'm having an Espinus, and it's apparently poisonous.
Yeah, my mercenaries came back. I gotta take care of that real quick.
Yep.
Bring your buddy Plaza on occasion too.
Yeah, I did that just before. Okay, so breathes fire and is poisonous. Technically, it's actually venomous, but to Ice and Dragon. Okay, so I can keep going with this setup, no worries.
Sorry, what was that?
It's weak to Ice and Dragon.
Okay. Let's see here.
There's not really an anti poison.
He's weakest to ice.
Yeah. Resistance. Has wings, shoot flash bombs just in case.
かの地はそのものがひそやかに同化し深く漂う場所。気づくことなく安住に触りし者あればやがて知ることになろう。それが命であがなわねばならぬ過ちということ。
Okay, Narcoleptic Dragon.
So I wonder in Worlds, what's the gimmick gonna be? Like, not World, Wilds. Like, World had the whole, like, yeah, we're fighting a really, really big thing you have to get on top of and go through this long cutscene to even deal with that people didn't really like. This one has a tower defense. What are they gonna try this time, I bet? Like, do you have any speculations on that?
It's kind of hard to tell. Given that they brought in like Fen would probably be able to give you a much better answer. Given that they brought in the like all the teams, but especially they've borrowed a lot of stuff from Frontier. What I would expect is more stuff like Frontier, which is like a lot of like unique variations on monsters. Because Frontier had like a lot of collab games and stuff. I am just gonna blow it up because I do not have like a good answer to something. There's a Sleeper's longsword.
Okay. I'm gonna use my Kinsec as the fuse.
No, I should be able to. No, okay. Because I bounced off it. I was hoping that I would be able to like do that. Oh, you know what would be good if I remember to have my drugs. I bounced, I was hopeful that I was going to be like, I was going to hit it, and then having done that, I would then use the Foresight Slash and get a level off the explosion, but I bounced, so that did not happen. Thank you, Bullfanger.
Well, I just hope that Capcom learned that, yeah, a lot of these gimmicks they put in just kill the gameplay. They're not good distractions either.
Yeah.
Not good variations. Yeah, no, monster variants, just cool, more exotic monster variants would be great versus, oh, we're going to put all this time into a mode that nobody wants.
Frontier had some pretty wild stuff. I think that's the game that had the Evangelion crossover.
Oh yeah, I think you showed me the Shinji mech. Shinji mech bad guy monster.
Yeah, and there was a one that had like the face of Zeruel on it. Oh, I see. The fireballs are also poisonous. Oh wow, he hits hard. Okay, I just lost nearly all of my health.
Wait, okay, he just walks up and bam. Wait,
Yeah.
I got life returns, so.
Okay, that guy hits hard. I mean, if they're smart, then they'll, like, realize that the core, like, the gameplay loop is satisfying enough, it doesn't need a gimmick. Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't need
That's
really
the wrong
boring.
monster.
He doesn't need it. Yeah, let's make him go. I mean, I like the idea conceptually of the big epic hunt. It just wasn't executed well.
Yeah, I mean,
man, you have to go on top of the back of this monster to just eat food.
the thing with World and having the, like, let's climb on top of it thing is that it's kind of like a rerun of an older fight that was in one of the earlier games, but it just didn't have the technology to do what they wanted with it. So they wanted to do this, like, thing where you really did climb on top of it. The real issue with it isn't so much the fight itself, it's the, like, big cutscenes on either side of it. And the amount of downtime in it.
Yeah, the downtime was my biggest gripe. It's like, really, just wait.
Oh, I was not standing under that. Okay, very cool game.
forgot. Did you get Space Marine 2 yet?
Not yet. I'm gonna get that next payday. But apparently it's fairly well optimized since Lauren's computer can run it just fine. It's a bit of a potato. It's like, I shouldn't have too many issues with it.
Yeah. Optimization can really kill launch. That's why I didn't want to play Elden Ring. It was just so poorly optimized, at least for my PC. It's like, nope.
Yeah, oh no, it's actually trash.
Well, yeah, I mean, that didn't help either after learning more and more about what they were doing, the asset flips and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the game does say that it's like, it specifically tells you to play it on an SSD, but like, you don't have to if you don't mind load screens. For Space Marine 2, I mean. I'm still gonna, I think, try before I buy it. Just because I think that's a good thing to do on any PC game. But I'm reasonably confident in it.
Yeah, I'm just curious about the multiplayer loop, but I do know there's like different characters. Like you play your heavy bolter man, your jump jet man, your leader man.
Oh, okay. I tried to jump out of the way, and he caught me on the rebound. I should have stayed down and then like jumped in, and then like waited for him to go past and then moved. Yeah, all I know about it is that you've been posting like really cursed Space Marines at me.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm talking to Lauren, who has been posting like cursed Space Marines from the character creator at me. But that's the only thing that I know about the multiplayer. Toby Kadachi's coming in. Oh wait, no, I misread the map. It's going to go and fight the Gamer Dragon instead.
I was gonna laugh if he just did like 6 of those in a row instead of just 3. I thought he wasn't gonna stop just charging like that.
Speaking of the RGB dragon, here he comes. And, okay, he showed up and then immediately ran away.
I'll see you in the pay-per-view, brother. I'm still never gonna forget that interference in that one fight. Hit that big dragon, just for no reason.
Oh, it also paralyzes you, okay.
Oh, I should have went over to get you. Sorry.
Nah, it's fine. There was like no opportunity to actually go over there and get me. because like the entire gap in between was just covered in explosions, basically. But wow, that guy hits hard. Is my armor up to date? My rarity is correct, but I don't know if I actually upgraded this armor that much. Okay, no it is- oh, but my fire resistance on this set is like the minimum. Okay. Oh. Oh, it's lunchtime. Okay. My cat suddenly woke up and like got up my desk, and I was like, "What time is it?" Oh, it's 3:30. It's lunchtime. I wonder if there's anything I can do.
I went to the restroom real quick. I heard you say lunchtime. You need to head out soon?
No. My cat suddenly woke up, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And so I looked at the clock, and it's lunchtime for cats. But I'm not the only one here, so I don't have to feed them. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring in a bunch of bombs. And when it does that charge thing, I'm gonna put the bomb down in front of it so that it runs into it. I'm not bring flash bombs because it doesn't fly. Let's try that again.
Alright, here we go.
And just be wary of those fireballs, since for some reason they decided that it should set burning, poison, and paralysis all at the same time.
You know, we needed to make a monster to test all of our ailments, so we just put them all into one monster.
Wow. Oh, while it's sleeping, it's like hardened. And it doesn't wake up if your attack bounces.
That's great.
Okay, well, let's use some Mega Barrel Bombs. Did that work it up?
I got damage.
Ah, come on.
Surprised I lived through that.
Yeah. Yep. I was expecting it to come after me, but it kind of just didn't.
Well, I did the panic dive and didn't even realize it, and boom, I saved myself.
At least the poison wears off quickly. I was mashing that dodge button, but it did not come out in time.
Input lag, brah. Oh, is it native input delay? Yeah, native input lag.
Sorry, when
5 frame, like 1 frame of delay. That was all it took.
it's actually 5 frames in Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is why it feels so
It
god
is
awful
5
online.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's always talks about like, oh yeah, it has a native 1 frame of delay. I try a lot like that kind of code in certain games.
Yeah, or like Smash Ultimate actually has that, and it's hideous. Like, no matter how good your connection is, the game will just always have 5 frames of delay when you're playing online. I have no idea whose brilliant idea this was, but it's like thoroughly fucking awful.
Or there's another game called Chaos Codes. It has like a buffer of like 12 frames. So you'll do a DP, like maybe at the start of a combo, like let's say you're gonna do a reversal but it doesn't come out. So then you just begin your fighting and it's like, oh, it just came out when you don't want it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you don't need it because the buffer's so big.
Yeah, Souls games have had that problem since Dark Souls 1. It's at its most frustrating in Bloodborne because that game is like quite fast-paced. But it happens in Sekiro as well. However, in that game, a move can be buffered for like seconds in that game, which is very obnoxious. Ah! pressed my counter attack like just barely too late. Seriously, it's so tall that even though I was standing under its wing, I missed it when I tried to do my like counterattack. Okay, that was some bullshit.
Sorry, you're not allowed to play the game today, Ragnar. Just nope. No fun allowed. Back to Dark Souls. Back to Elden Ring. Nice break. It's enraged, so it's going to do that charge thing more often. Or it could just run away. What did it do?
I was expecting it to start charging because it enraged, but instead it just ran away.
I mean, sometimes you get so mad, you just need to take a little break. I know it's Sony releasing more stuff on PC. People are like, man, we want Bloodborne for PC. Do you think it might happen?
It's hard to say. Sony has pretty aggressively defended the games that they have the rights to in the franchise. So, like, Demon's Souls also has never had a port to another platform. It only got the quote-unquote remaster on PS5, which was like a flagship PS5 game and one of the big reasons to get a PS5. I would probably be more inclined to suggest that they would look to see a Bloodborne remaster that is designed for the PS5 Pro.
Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. I didn't even think about the PS5 Pro angle.
But at the same time, even if they don't do that, I would seriously doubt that they'll ever put Bloodborne on PC. Because it's still like one of the best reasons to buy a PlayStation 4. Or to buy a PS5 for that matter.
How's the PC Tekken community? Like, one problem I have with certain games is like, oh, this one, everybody plays this one on Xbox. You know, if it wasn't on the PS4, it's like, oh, yeah, this community's bigger on Xbox. Crap.
Well, the game has crossplay, which, as far as I can tell, works out fine. So, no issues there. And while you do get...
crossplay. Okay.
Yeah. You do get, like, more PC players will find it easier to cheat because you don't have to, like, hack your console to set up cheats on PC, but most people who, like, I think I haven't played anyone who is actually cheating yet, so... I mean, it was the same for Tekken 7 too. I got, one guy who I was wondering, like, is this cheating? Because this is really fucking weird. And no, it just turns out that they were, like, a lunatic. Like, and there was nothing in the replay to indicate that they were cheating or anything. They were just doing, like, really weird shit.
Really scrubby weird shit, or...
It's kind of hard to explain from, like, if you don't play Tekken, but it was, like, the way they were choosing to respond to things, and, like, where they were choosing to do, like, crouching, like, where they were deciding to duck, and, like, which throws they were and weren't breaking, because, Tekken 7 had some pretty primitive, throw break cheats where it would, like, only break 1+2, for example. And I was just like, it was so weird that I was like, is this guy, like, fighting with his cheats to try and play the game? And that's why weird shit is happening? But, because that is a thing that happened, with a lot of Tekken 7 cheat stuff. You had to, like, activate them, and then they weren't very well made, so, like, it would become obvious that you were, like, turning it off and on again. And yeah, so I was just, like, really weirded out by the game, but there's a guy, K-Wiz, and I think I may have sent this to someone else as well, who does, like, a thing where they go over, like, replays of cheaters and stuff. And so I sent them the replay, and it was like, you know, do you think this is cheating? Because this is just, like, extremely weird. And they're like, no, it's probably not cheating, but it is extremely weird.
Don't forget the tail.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, just his reactions were like, oh, but... I get where you're going with this.
Yeah, it was like... Yeah, it's like when you get, like someone who's writing in a foreign language, who's, like, writing something in a language that isn't their native language, and it's like, technically it makes sense, but it doesn't feel right.
Yeah. No, I run into that a lot when, like, obviously with, you know, Japanese and Chinese translations to English all the time.
Yeah. It's, the translation for Super Wars OG, The Moon Dwellers, that game had a Southeast Asia release, but it was obviously translated from Japanese to English by someone who primarily spoke either Chinese or Singlish, and so it's often really funny, because it, like, doesn't know what proper nouns are, or the phrasing is, like, really strange. However, it also doesn't make shit up, so I like it much more than the official localizations that we had afterwards.
Yeah, I remember we talked about like that character's like, you're a fake gamer girl. Like that
Yeah, I mean,
liberty of
that's for a fan
translation that
patch,
was,
but that's about the quality of the official localizations as well.
Oh, I got about one more left of me, so let's pick one good one next.
Alright. So I'm now into the next hunter rank. I just need to run around and talk to some people.
Yeah, no rush.
Let's do this one since it unlocks a new Dango type. So I'm having Mizutsune and the Gamer Dragon. So Mizutsune is weak to fire, and then Gamer Dragon is weak to... is weak to ice. Okay. We should see
Who's
what
gonna
the,
fight first out of the two?
let's do the Gamer Dragon first, I think.
Okay, so we can keep our ice weapons on. Yep, then we can switch.
Oh, this is like a dedicated status set. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, and the spinner set for your Palico is a Kamen Rider 1 cosplay.
Oh, nice.
It's even in the description.
Yeah, feline kick.
He's over in Area 7.
Oh wait, I zoned out. I'm going to the wrong guy.
No, that is the right one.
Oh, that is okay. So I wasn't losing my mind completely.
Oops. This one I still don't have a really good handle on, because most of its attacks and animations are unique to it. Despite using the Rathalos skeleton, so it's really hard for me to guess what it's about to do most of the time.
Maybe that's why I struggled against this guy too.
Oh! Okay.
He just has a lightsaber, because why not?
I think you'll find that's Excalibur. Too early.
Wow. No, I dodged that. Yeah, 5 frame input delay. There you go. 5 frame input delay. That's my excuse.
Oh! I didn't even see that one
See,
coming.
5 frame input delay. Yeah, I remember struggling against this guy for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. I think I haven't like hunted it outside of the introduction hunt either, so that's obviously not helping. Oh, nice. I totally blew it. Yep. There I was setting up the battlefield and he just runs away.
He's got to recharge his lightsaber. No, I get a kick out of that attack. It's just the sound and everything. Oh shit, I didn't even realize it activated that. Okay. Go to the nearest wall.
Yep, Mizutsuno is also here. Oh, we got it.
Got a little overzealous.
Yeah, that mounted Punisher is kind of a waste.
Hey, despite our feints, at least we can still play this game to some degree
Yeah.
after that long break.
Despite the rust. Switch to Fire Sword.
Oh yeah, this particular guy has the best geometry in Mitsune. Just so many silly things can happen during that spray where it doesn't
Yeah.
hit you when it probably should.
Okay, for some reason it's telling me that I have deactivated reward skills, but the only thing that I changed was that I swapped. Two of my elemental damage jewels, so I have no idea why. Okay, let's just not worry about that.
順調ね
Jeez, that is blunt damage from the Kinsec assist is just sometimes make me feel like I'm playing Hammer, I guess.
In the middle of my Helmbreaker.
I started to pursue it, then it went into the fun hole. It's like, oh well,
yep.
Can't go through there. Did you ever play The Sims?
Briefly. But
I
it's
just kind of like
not
that
really
they
for me.
called like when you do a job in that game, like you go into an area where you don't watch the sim, like they just disappear.
Yeah.
Except for like Sims 3 with the specific expansion, they called those rat holes. Like, oh, like that's just like yeah, or mouse holes. It's like oh, yeah, they're just hidden in a mouse hole. You don't know what's going on really. They're just making money.
Yeah, the work dimension outside of the real world.
Yeah, a bigger nerd would call them like a pocket plane or something.
Okay, I have no idea what knocked him over. Unless it was your Kinsec chasing him down.
Did he do something before maybe he just slid on like the water. Yeah, he just slid. There you go.
I'm not sure Mizutsune can like fall over on its own. I don't think it's like Barrios or Tigrex.
Oh wait, some of the other. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Never mind. When you put it that way, yeah. No, I don't think it can either. This is funny. I thought it disappeared again. I was about to say, really? That early?
Yeah, not
That's
quite.
not going to play with us today. Yeah, for a moment I thought I went into the rat hole.
There we go. Let's get some poison going. Nice. My cat has been waiting to use that Kitnator for like 2 whole minutes.
Yeah, that guy's so much easier than the first thing we fought.
Yeah. That's why I was like, let's do that one first while we have like all of our lives.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for hosting. I had a good time.
Alright, so my plan is, between weeks I will do some actual farming, and since I should be free-ish tomorrow, hopefully I will, be able to play some more Super Robot Wars, and start ticking that off some more.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stop on by if you do, if I'm awake.
Oh. I made the mistake of stretching and failed to catch a fish. There we go. I have no idea if that will actually count.
Oh, I forgot to ask in Mahjong Soul, are you gold? Are you platinum? Are you super diamond?
In what?
Mahjong Soul?
Oh, I'm still down at Adept. I am not very good at Japanese Mahjong.
Yeah, I realize that like it's gonna take a while for me to even get out of silver if I really try.
Yeah.
If I really attempt to do it.
So I'm still down in silver, basically, so... Like, that's gonna be...
I get the impression that like a lot of people are in silver and gold, so it's like, enjoy the ride. I'm not going to pretend I'm some kind of diamond player anytime soon.
Yeah, pretty much. If you look at the leaderboards and stuff, it's like... The amount of people that are in the top is like only a very small percentage of all the players in the game. It's not like Street Fighter 6 where like most of the player base is in Masters. Because it's like easy to get into Masters if you're even slightly competent at the game. But because Mahjong is so luck based, it's it's really more of like a you need both a head for the numbers and to just play a lot. Anyway.
Yeah, like I was like, why is it a 30% win rate for experts? Like, well, first off, I just realized, okay, for player game, second, like literally the tile you could plan a whole strategy around could be in the dead wall. To me, that's just like, wow, that's a real gamble versus poker.
Yeah, and there's also like so generally speaking, the top 2 players are considered to have like won the game, which is like I remember the rank bonus thing from Wishes in Mahjong. That's kind of the reason why. So like the player who comes second will usually it's like 1-3, so the player who comes first gets plus 30,000 points, and the player who comes second gets plus 10,000 points, which is then used for like gambling purposes, where the points are used or then exchanged for like actual points, since gambling is illegal in Japan. And
yeah, like heard a pachinko machine, they give you balls, and what do you know? They just really happen to like those balls they hand off from the pachinko machines nearby to get prizes. Yeah.
Or it's you know, they're working with like a pawn shop around the corner or something, which is like, yeah, we'll pay, you know, this much for this item that you get from the pachinko machine. But so if you include second place, then professional win rates rise to over 50%, but it's still like much lower than you normally expect a professional win rate to be in other disciplines. I mean, I think that's even like lower than stuff like poker, where because poker is, especially hold'em variants, is so much less about what's in your hand and so much more about the other person, whereas you do actually need a good hand in mahjong as well. Alright, so
Absolutely.
I'm gonna call it quits there, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow, and we will hopefully see you next week or something like that. So, bye-bye.